This is apartment number 3 of the post office. Do you hear it in the background? Police cars and sirens and all sorts of things. This is the Roach House. Lots of great updates and stuff to talk about in this video. I'm going to show you here, this is the $13,000 house. The outside's 100% done. Comps are going up. Originally I thought I might get 80,000 off of it. The neighbor just sold for like 125, 135, so we might make a lot of money off of it. And the embargo is almost over with what happened to the car wash. It's crazy, and I'll have to go over with you guys here in the near future what happened here at the car wash. But let's get into it with me quitting being a landlord. So my life's changing quite a bit. I've got all these rentals and we're finally getting them done, but we're also going through upgrade cycles. This is apartment number 3 of the post office. The renovation of it's finally done and it's really looking good, I think. But we're also spending a lot of money on these rehabs. I have stopped managing essentially all my apartments, and we're trying to really up the quality, I guess, on these. And this is the post office is built in the 1800s. We put new flooring in here. We put LVT in one unit. We put a lot of different things in. We've tried to save the old woodwork here while making sure it's in good shape because, you know, water damage and stuff like that causes a problem. So as time goes on, we're trying to really make things look better. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content, because we're trying to go through some of my rentals today and show you the quality that we're trying to do so I can hopefully make more money and then get really excited and report to you guys how much money we're making. The outside of the building is kind of not as wonderful as I would like it, and then the common area needs completely refreshed. I mean, we got lots of nice old woodwork here, but it needs some help. Things are changing in my business model, which I'm happy and scared about because, you know, everybody knows that I'm the cheapskate of things. This is in an area of $200,000 to $300,000 houses. This one was nice because I put like nothing down on it. My business model a lot of times doesn't fit into neighborhoods like this, but I'm trying to make sure they fit decently well enough so the neighbors don't hate me and that I can remain profitable. The thing that's happening is because coronavirus has raised the cost of everything. All the materials are going up, everything's going up. My rental prices are increasing drastically. We're going to get an extra $250 a month on this building here after these renovations. Everybody's really excited about the price. A lot of people are excited about the price of real estate going up, but it's also going to make housing significantly less affordable, which is always kind of a theme here. I try to make these choices, these business choices, to make things affordable, but it also means that they might not be to a super high standard quality. But now some of my portfolio I'm segmenting to make nicer at a much bigger cost, and we'll show it on the YouTube channel because what I want you guys to understand is I grew up in affordable housing with holes in the walls for $350 a month on a farmhouse, but there's all these problems with doing it this way. And as time goes on, as I discover, I want to make sure that you guys get the full disclosure on everything because people want to pass laws to make housing more affordable by rule of law, and from my perspective sometimes that doesn't happen. So let's go to the next one. Do you hear it in the background? Police cars and sirens and all sorts of things. This is the Roach House. This is the hidden camera Roach House, and we're like 4 or 6 months after the last video and it's not done yet. Thankfully, the crew that's working here is finally I've hired and fired 2 crews on this house, but it's finally starting to look better. We took forever to get the roaches and bed bugs out. I think they were bed bugs. And now we're in the process of rebuilding this whole place. And once again, the rent's going to go up. A 3/4 inch plywood sheet used to run 30, 35 bucks. It's now 75 plus. The contractors have told me that they're having to completely redo the upstairs. The floors were just sagging and just they're at the end of their life. And we're gonna have to put in what used to be a $1,500 worth of parts floor is now $3,000. The cost of everything's going up. All that STEMI money that's been, you know, thrown out to people, which, you know, that is what it is, it's coming back in increased rent. Everything's expensive. I would risk it for the camera, me walking across these trusses here, but I don't want to go through the ceiling. I'm not worried about my safety, but I'm worried about the cost of me breaking the ceiling now too. So this is one of the rooms here that was in really bad shape. The floors were sagging, the trusses were bad. But once again, like the thing I want you guys to understand about this video is that people are going to be paying these prices. And as a affordable housing landlord, I'm going to have to make decisions. Am I going to increase rent or am I going to decrease profitability? The government did not give me millions of dollars for my business, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I did not receive substantial government funds. We did have the freedom to evict people here in the state of Ohio for the most part over lease violations. So theoretically, it would have taken probably 6 months to kick someone out for selling drugs in a place, but you can't even do that in California and Washington. And all this stuff is going to come out in increased rent, guys. Yay! Increased rent, because a lot of landlords will go broke. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the economics of all this stuff in this video while we do like a vlog style video. Let me know what you think about the audio and the video and this wonderful knob and tube wiring in this house that's disconnected, Mr. Insurance Man. So this is number 2. This is the one that's least done of the 4, but they've done it in 10 days. The crews that I've got working for me now are wonderful, as opposed to what we've been having. So we're gonna go to the next one, which is the one that I finally had enough on to give up self-management of my rentals. We did a video a while ago called I Quit Being a Landlord. This is property number 3 for today's follow along with Brandon video. I don't have to manage these anymore, thankfully, but I'm doing just quick walkthrough inspections of the status of these houses. The story is with this one, we bought it for $45,000. I've spent maybe $10,000, $15,000 in renovations total as of this point. Started its life off at $500 a month. Now it's probably going to be a $650 one. But then we've got to be very careful on our tenant selection, which thankfully Ohio still lets us do. Did you guys know there's states in the United States where you're not allowed to select your tenant? That regardless of their background or whether they can afford it, you still have to rent to them. It's insane. But once again, we're gonna be talking about these things a little more in the videos. This is pretty nice. We're gonna be talking more about this stuff because it impacts the life of every single one of you. Every single person watching this video lives somewhere and someone has to pay the bill for that house or apartment. I mean, maybe you don't live anywhere. I guess I do have a few homeless people that watch my channel. People pay for your housing and inefficiencies in the market cause problems. You know, I'm trying to cheap out less because I have found that there's an inverse relationship between affordability and tenant quality. I know for some of you that's not surprising, but it's like, this house, I would love to rent it for $400 a month. The tenant quality at $400 a month is going to destroy this. If I go to the $600 to $650 range, immediately, just because of the pricing, the tenant's going to be better. And I don't know, and you guys let me know in the comments what the answer is here. Got all new carpet in it, whole place has been repainted. A little dirty, but I don't think the cleaning crew's been in here yet. I really want to bring about housing affordability. I want to have 200 of these at the $400 a month, but I am not so profitable. Even with the briefcases full of money and all that stuff, I am not so profitable that I can just start giving housing away and then pay for a $10,000 rehab when someone brings in 16 family members, 25 pit bulls, nothing against pit bulls, 25 pit bulls and destroys this house. Because for better or worse, that does happen quite a bit. And I have to be profitable. Otherwise, I'll be a nonprofit organization, work for the government, and it'll be problematic. So I hope you like the condition of these. I'm pretty happy with the job. There's some dingy things that we need to fix here, but I'm happy with the condition of this. And we got these done in like 2 weeks, I wanna say. Now that I'm on the 3rd contractor. A lot of your contractors are people of the rock, and you can't always drug test your construction crew. So we have scaled our contractor crew. I'm pretty happy about it. This 4-bed, 2-bath for $650 a month. I'd like it to be cheaper, but it's not gonna be because I have to maintain profitability and make the right decisions so I can be profitable and pay my investors and the bank so I don't go bankrupt myself. Hopefully you've learned something through this video. I'm pretty excited about it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. Consider my business buyer's course, because I have no, the company spent $15,000 on this house. I did not spend any money on this house. I don't pay anything for these places, but it's kind of nice. Either a bank or an investor pays for them. So if you've ever wondered how that process works, make sure you take a look at my business buyer course and use the promo code, whatever's in the comments. So thank you guys for watching.